The Rockford IceHogs celebrate their home opener at BMO Center this evening as they take on a longtime rival and familiar foe in the Chicago Wolves. Hello, everybody. Joseph Zakrzewski once again with you for the IceHogs broadcast network presented by BMO, and we go behind the bench with head coach Anders Sorensen to get his take on tonight's matchup. Coach Sorensen, an energy level that's again high coming in for the Rockford IceHogs. 2 games under your belt already, the season opener up in Winnipeg and another one to add to it, but the home opener always something special. New scoreboard, new ice, new dasher boards, new paint, new everything. I'd imagine everybody in that locker room excited to get going.
Yeah, I think so, for sure. There's excitement. I mean, the building looks great, so we're ready to go.
Well, your IceHogs, you had a week of practice, too, after last Sunday's contest against Manitoba. Looking at the video from those 2 games and getting a week's worth of practice now that you're rolling into the regular season, what have you noticed about this team? What really has stuck out to you?
Well, I think we got some character, right? I think we got some pace to our game when we decide to move the puck quick and get up the ice. We can scoot for sure. I like what I see so far.
IceHogs come out victorious in the season opener against Manitoba, but held off the scoreboard in game number 2. You talked after that contest about some things you wanted to adjust, things to look at in practice. You got that practice. What are you looking for to make some tweaks going into tonight?
Well, I think our improvement across the board, we need to find, we had some areas that we want to improve on. I think our net front battles, get around the net, our second effort, being hungry around the net, finding those pucks on both nets. Same in our end, making sure we're clearing up those rebounds, and I think those are areas we focused on.
Well, for your IceHogs, the home opener always cause for celebration too, but it is game 3 of the season, which means the carousel is going round and round for the coaching staff. It's not a home opener if you don't have to make a couple changes last second. We would learn last night Arvid Soderblom getting the call up to Chicago, Alec Regula, defenseman coming down, Dylan Wells coming up from Indy. As a coaching staff, I know you have to be ready on a moment's notice to pivot, but what have you had to do, and what are you looking to do adjustment-wise, if anything, going into tonight?
Well, I mean, that's exactly right. We're used to it, even though it's early in the season. Regula will come in and play. Wells will back up. So I think we're on track.
So that means the pro debut for Jackson Stauber. That's going to be a lot of excitement, too, going into tonight's matchup. Now focusing on the Chicago Wolves, Coach, this is a team, the IceHogs, that were the only team in the Central Division to have a winning record against Chicago. We saw some great battles last season. Things have changed, obviously, inside the IceHog locker room and the Wolves locker room. What do you expect in this season's version of the rivalry? It's game 1 of 12, so you got a ways to go.
Yeah, it seems like it's always intense games, right? There's always a high compete level, so that's what we expect. It's a new season. Everybody turns the page pretty quick. Everybody's ready to go again.
The Wolves 0-2 to start the season. IceHogs 1-1. I know Chicago maybe a bit of a chip on their shoulder after a tough loss last night in their building. They haven't won a game in their home ice so far. It's their first real game of the season. How much does managing emotions play a factor, knowing that now the Wolves are coming into your building trying to spoil maybe the home opening fun?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to focus on us. We're not focused on them. We're going to focus on us and making sure we're ready to go, making sure we're energetic when we step on the ice, and just control what we can control.
Coach, I appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Head coach Anders Sorensen joining us as the IceHogs, the Chicago Wolves going at it. First of 12 meetings between the 2 clubs this season. Let's get you back to the action. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network, presented by BMO.